Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming and visiting our wonderful Halifax Needham riding. We're here today to talk about some serious issues that are happening on the doorstep. We're walking and talking and seeing people, and one of the main reasons are housing and rent control. So we're going to talk to you today and ask you about what was one of the main situations for why you moved.
Right, so about 2 years ago, we were informed that we would have a $400 rent increase to the house we were renting, which went into effect not this past, but previous May, so 2 months into the pandemic. And so we signed a new lease that was a fixed term lease. And immediately following our signing, we received an email informing us that the work that needed to be done to the house couldn't in fact be done despite the increased rent. So we needed to leave the house within a year. So during the pandemic on CERB, we were paying the extra monthly $400 and searching for a new house. And we were just shocked because we couldn't find anything to match our previous rent or even the raised rent. So we're now paying $200 more even, or $250 more even than that increased rent.
Yeah. Can you say anything, Gary, about just in general, the part of your income that's taken up with rent?
Yeah, I mean, currently it's well over half.
Yeah.
You know, I work in the arts, theater and music, and so at the best of times, that's not well paid, nor is it regular pay.
Yeah.
So it's really unnerving to know that I don't have a regular monthly income, but have to pay a large percentage of it. Even if I'm between theater jobs.
And just thinking about being in that situation and the possibility of being in that situation again, what would it mean if now you were faced with another rent increase of that sort?
Well, I mean, I don't think we could remain where we are now, as much as we love our new place. Or it would mean that I'd have to try to find a different job, different line of employment, or look for some other way to, I don't know, take more roommates, or accept maybe living conditions that, were lesser than we wished.
Yeah, well, that makes every sense, and that kind of brings us to what Susie introduced us about. So, from your point of view and from your perspective or your experience, what kind of a difference would it make if we were actually able to have permanent rent control today in Nova Scotia?
Well, that's for mental health. I think, it would relieve a lot of stress.
Oh, yes.
And I think it would allow people to pursue work that they felt they could express themselves through, skills they had acquired.
Totally.
Without worrying about, possibly blending anything up on the street. I think it would take away hours of conversation within households of how to make ends meet. It'd be just better for everyone, really.
Well, just better for everyone. And so that's why I want to say, out of reflecting on your experience and all the experience that Susie has referred to, that talking to people on the doorsteps, I want to say as clearly as I can that as a matter of imminent priority, an NDP government will immediately implement permanent rent control across Nova Scotia.
Yes.